thing you do is start applying your mixture of foliage. Now, I started with a 3-part mix, so I'm going to continue with that. I'm just going to put down my colors. That color there is considered light green. That's right. Conifer green here, which is the dark one. And medium green, which obviously is medium. Now, what I do is I put down my piles, and then all I do is just simply create a mix and break up any large clusters. If you get any of the really, really hard ones, I don't use them for anything, so take them right out of the pile. And just break up any large clusters. You don't want to break it too small because then it's really hard to work with. You don't want any large sections either. So, and you can see I have my mix. There we go. And then as I grab it, it's going to be randomized. I already have my glue gun heating up, and I do use hot glue for this. You can use this product here by WWII Phoenix called Hobby Tack. It says stays tacky. I find that it's good for some things, but these hedgerows I really want to be hard, and I don't want them to be moving around and losing bits and pieces as I play, so I tend to stay away from the Hobby Tack on this, and I just go right for the hot glue. And try to use the clear, don't use the yellow glue sticks, because obviously they show up through the foliage a little bit more predominant than the clear ones. So we'll go with the clear glue. So I have the glue gun preheated, and you only want to do small sections, so I actually do 1 post to 1 post, and then so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 posts here. I'll do this in 5 mini sections. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start on the far edge. And what I do first is I apply it right to the post directly, and then onto the wire between. And I do some on the rocks as well. And you do get the strings, but to avoid those, I also just wrap the string right around the glue, right around the stick sticking up, and then you don't have the spider webs trailing all over. So grab your foliage, whatever cluster you like. I grab on both sides, and I come in on the post, and I just squeeze together, and the foliage actually starts to wrap around the wire. So it has a twofold purpose. One, it gives the glue a surface to grab onto. 2, it gives your foliage something to adhere to, and it actually weaves in between as well. So it's very handy. Now I just push it in, and if I don't get every little bit covered the first time through, that's fine. I'll come back and fill my holes in as I go. You'll notice that some of the foliage may not stick on. That's fine. I just pull my fingers lightly just to see what comes off. The posts are also exposed at the top. Those I do cover right away. So I'm just going to put a little bit on that post and a little bit on that post. Again, wrap the excess around the post. And now, here I have light, so I'm going to come with a dark cap. And here I have dark, so I'm going to come with a medium, just to create some variation in there. And if you do get spider webs, don't worry, you can pull them off later. So there we go. I'm just going to do another small section. So, next post. And there we go, down onto the rocks a little bit. There we go. Wrap, wrap, wrap. Get rid of the cobwebs and grab some more foliage. Push it in either side. There we go. Checking my layers. Now you don't want to cover up all the rocks, like I said, but you will end up covering a bulk of them. The bulk of them, I should say. There we go. Okay, I'll just do a little bit. Use an additional glue stick. You will go through quite a bit of glue. That's fine. The stick's only about 10 cents at the hardware store. It's much cheaper than Hobby Tack anyway. There we go. Grab a medium cluster. That in there. And cap off the top. And just give it a squeeze. The biggest thing is, if you work in too large a section, you're going to, the glue's going to harden on you, and then you're going to have to worry about coming back in and covering all the spots that you missed. Just work in small little clusters. At first, when I first started doing this, I started covering too big a section, and I couldn't keep up, and I just ended up using copious amounts of glue and just wasting more than I was really using. So I've learned to just take it slow, check all your holes. You can see here, maybe perhaps you got some rocks exposed through the foliage. Here you got rocks, grass, foliage, so you get a nice cluster. Spiral comes off. So I'm going to actually continue that through the whole thing. I'm going to stop right here. Leave a little bit of a border because when your plug goes in, that's going to fill in the gap, so you don't need to have it come right to the flush to the edge. So I'm going to finish up this, and then I'll come back and show you what it looks like in the end. I will quickly bring up the other one just so you can see. Once again, foliage, coverage, some exposure of rocks, and overall I think the effect's quite nice. So, and no exposed glue, no exposed cobwebs, and no exposed posts, and that's really what you're ultimately trying to achieve. And it may take a little practice, but just keep at it, and just go at a slow pace. You're in no rush to finish it, and I think the more time that you spend making sure that you have the coverage, the more realistic it's going to look. So take your time with that. Any questions, fire me a message or an email, and I'll be glad to help you or show you a more detailed image. So good luck with that. Cheers.